So how does a trial proceed? Well, after the accused is read the charges and pleads not guilty, the Crown will call usually the complainant first. And the defense lawyer is looking for one of three things, essentially, to exploit. First, was the complainant's statement internally inconsistent? Some details are indicated, screwing up the order of things, saying, well, I was shoved and then the police showed up. If the complainant's evidence is different than a statement that they had provided before, sometimes that's important, sometimes it's not. If it's on an insignificant detail, like it was a Tuesday, not a Wednesday, those sorts of things are not as important as having to do with the assault itself, the consumption of alcohol, how much, whether or not there was a fight earlier that day. Those sorts of details might be internally contradictory, and meaning that witness is contradicting themselves on something they had said before. So that's one thing that the defense lawyer will be looking for. The other thing that they'll be looking for is external contradictions. If the complainant had indicated that an assault had taken place by a certain time, but then a police officer had indicated, well, they had arrived on scene at a time earlier than the time that the complainant had said, that might give the judge pause to say, well, it couldn't have been at that time because the police officer had already showed up at that time. And so that contradiction might well give the judge reasonable doubt about whether the assault had even occurred. The third main area that a defense lawyer strategy that a defense lawyer will use is to see if there's any motives to fabricate. Are there any pending or ongoing family law issues? Oftentimes, in the context of family law litigation, it's common for someone to allege a domestic assault, sometimes during an access pickup. Father's over at the ex's place to pick up the children, and an assault is alleged, all in an attempt to obtain full custody. That's exceedingly common. So charges that arise in the context of family litigation are viewed with a certain amount of skepticism. These are just some of the strategies and things that defense lawyers would be looking for to help defend a person charged with a domestic offense.